name is Jasmine Macias, and I'm here today to talk with you about how to best plan your professional development days. As you begin the process of creating your professional development days, it is important to take into account components of androgyny. This will help you create a day that contains the best practices for engaging and motivating adult learners. Androgyny has been defined as the development of human potential through deliberate interaction between adults who are at various stages in their learning process and as educators. It is the study and application of principles of adult learning. While creating your professional development, you must take into consideration you are teaching adults and not children. This requires thoughtful planning, as you would not want teachers to feel as if they are wasting their time. We can use Malcolm Knowles' 5 learning principles to engage adult learners during presentations. The 5 learning principles are self-directed learning, using experience as a resource, problem-centered instruction, motivation to learn, and relevance of material. Each principle can be applied and considered when creating learning experiences for teachers. Each adult learner comes with their own set of experiences that can be used to enhance learning. When given the opportunity to learn through problem-centered learning, adults are able to access their skills and acquire their own goals with little support. Providing space for learners to use their skills and knowledge is essential for personal growth. For many adults, when given an opportunity to learn new ideas, they take them. Teachers want to make their classrooms and schools a better place for their students and for each other. When creating professional learning days for them, take this into consideration. Help teachers in creating a safe environment where others can grow. Their motivation is for more than just themselves, it is for their students. If you can access this, you will be able to get teachers to hear you. Providing learning experiences for teachers must have relevance to their work, or else it may not catch their attention. Adult learners learn best when it applies to their everyday lives. Keep this in mind when creating the professional development. Overall, using Malcolm's 5 learning principles can help provide the right tools to teach and engage adults. There are many effective strategies and practices that contribute to creating and delivering effective and engaging presentation to adults. Remember, when teaching adults, even though you are the person delivering the professional development, you are there to guide, instruct, and instruction and collaboration, not just lecture. Your goal is to facilitate the learning process, help the adult learners take charge of their own learning and goal creation, supporting the learners and facilitating teachers to create goals they can achieve in their everyday lives and careers can boost engagement. By allowing teachers to create goals for themselves instead of giving them goals, allows learners to take charge of their own learning, which can help you with your audience being more responsive and receptive. Another practice or strategy that can provide effective and engaging learning for your learners is to encourage and allow time for discussion and questions. Be careful not to just lecture. This can become boring and unengaging for students. If you allow time for discussion, collaboration, and questions, it provides a space for learners to bring their ideas to life. It's also helpful to hear about what the learners are taking away from your teaching. It's also a good time for you to spot any mistakes or incorrect assumptions your learners are making, and by opening the floor to general questions, you might find learners are approaching material in ways you hadn't envisioned. Not only can you learn from what they are saying, you can redirect how you are going about a topic if things are getting misconstrued. Think about when you teach children in the classroom. If everyone is scoring low on a test, then you know the problem is not the students learning, but maybe the way the information was presented. Feedback and questions can help you make your presentation better and more effective. One last practice that can be useful when teaching adult learners is adhering to the environment and student body. Each school consists of different cultures and school environment. Take the time to learn about the school where you will be presenting. Knowing a school's culture and atmosphere can make teachers feel seen, and this may encourage teachers to respond more to the presentation. When a student at any age feels seen and heard, they feel more comfortable to open up and relate to the topic at hand. As someone new coming in, it is important to take the time to understand who you are teaching to. If the topic is unrelatable or does not fit the circumstance, teachers may feel it's a waste of time. This leads me to my next topic of how cultural, ethnic, and gender biases of the presenter and audience can really affect presentation effectiveness. There are a few strategies that I would like to talk with you about that may help eliminate or reduce any kind of bias. Any kind of bias, whether it be cultural, ethnic, or gender-based, bias can greatly impact presentation effectiveness by creating exclusion and misinterpretations. You may be wondering what may cause such a thing to happen. However, if you're not careful, it could happen to you, even if by accident. To stray away from these kind of issues, it is essential to use unbiased language, as well as inclusive language, and diverse perspectives and representations. In order to maintain an equitable experience for all partaking in professional development, there needs to be a clear understanding of culture within the school community. Without a clear understanding of different cultural customs, norms, and communication styles, the message we put out may be misconstrued or not fully appreciated by members of specific communities. This, too, potentially hinders the effectiveness of our message and impedes the desired impact on our part of the audience. A lack of cultural diversity alignment can have terrible consequences indeed. A few strategies you can use to ensure inclusivity and reduce bias are using gender-neutral language. Represent diverse perspectives on your visuals. Be mindful of stereotypes and use accessible language that all people can understand. Remember, we all have our own biases as well, so before presenting, you should self-reflect and look in the mirror. Be aware of your own perspectives and possible blind areas. Self-reflection can help you see where you may need to reconsider. During the training, set clear rules and expectations that ensure there will be no tolerance for leaving others out or putting others down. Remind everyone that we are here to grow and widen our knowledge to create a better environment for all. Facilitating and instructing adult learners can be a big job. However, with research and use of strategies to support both you and the learner, it can be a great experience. Adult learning theories can make a big impact on staff and professional development. Take the time to get to know the environment you are entering. It makes a difference. Have confidence in the great ideas you have that can make their classroom and school an even better place. Good luck in your adventures, and remember, just as we hope our classroom students will be lifelong learners, we should be as well. Thank you again for joining me today.